He gave Clipse a 9. Chat, the reality with this guy is that if you care that much about lyrics, the music is more than just lyrics. Nobody gives a shit.
Bro, if lyrics don't matter, then why are we even saying words to begin with? You know, it is funny that xQc would say that because he's got to be one of the most unintelligible people of all time.
Music is so much more than just words.
When I listen to a song, I don't care what they say.
Yeah, because you're an idiot, which I'm not.
Another thing I think is like disingenuous that people do with Fantano is they will compare the scores of two different albums and be like, oh, they have no credibility because they gave this a 7 and this an 8. And it's just like, well, you have to look at like every individual review as being different. Okay, wait, let's look at this real quick though. xQc versus Fantano.
You know, honestly, I've been having a pretty good week this week. Pretty sick week. Feeling strong. Feeling in good health. Been having some nice, healthy streams when going pee. I also gave the new Clipse album a 10. And the reception, the response to that 10 has been pretty positive. I'm very thankful that a lot of people...
I bet Weaver was limping to his kitchen. I don't know why you would say such a thing. I don't know why you would say such a thing.
That a lot of people seem to agree with what...
How's my leg? Painful.
I had to say about the album, and that the record is doing very well commercially right now. Made it number 4 in the top 10. Also did over 100K in the first week, which for a group at Clipse's level for a comeback record like that is really impressive. But there have been some reactions.
It said the ACL was fine.
That have been not so positive. I mean, you know, sure, some nitpicks and slight disagreements here and there, like, oh, I think it's like maybe a little mid, or I think it's like maybe a 9, not so much a 10, which is fine. All of that is valid. I'm not here to sort of, you know, dictate onto all of you like what you have.
Yeah, it might be. I think it might be LCL.
Have to think about every album. But some thoughts and opinions I've just found to be like really uninformed.
It might even be both, actually.
Like the album is just outright trash. It's the worst thing ever. And
yeah, I haven't even listened to the album. I mean, I've listened to the new Tyler album. That's like the only new music I've listened to recently.
My opinion on the new Clipse record also kind of came under fire when xQc was talking about it in lieu of also my review of the recent Jack Boys Travis Scott project.
He gave Clipse a 9. Chat, the reality with this guy is that if you care that much about lyrics, just read a book. As a rapper,
dude, this is such a... Okay, hold on, I'm in the way here. It's just such a dumb fucking take. That's stupid.
Rappers to write books and read their books, read their tweets, read their thoughts, something like that. The music is more than just fucking lyrics. Nobody gives a shit.
Bro, if lyrics don't matter, then why are we even saying words to begin with? You know, it is funny that xQc would say that because he's got to be one of the most unintelligible people of all time. Like, you cannot understand what he's saying. So, of course, he would say that the lyrics don't matter because to him, words don't matter.
I listen to a song. I don't care about what they say. They could be speaking German for all I give a shit about. I listen to some Chinese rap sometimes. Wanna know why? Because if
I can't listen to shit in other languages. I'm sorry, rap in other languages, I don't want it. It sounds like they're saying the same words over and over. I don't want it.
It's a vibe. If it bops, if it bumps, I play on my speaker. I play the song because I don't give it no lyrics, bitch. It's noises. It's not fucking, oh, dude, that was poetry. I don't care.
So yeah, there's that.
That's such a stupid take, dude. I guess he was mad about him giving this Jack Boys album a 2, which I heard a song or 2 on it and it did not sound good. So I'm not really surprised at that.
Let's try to take this dummy statements piece by piece. First off, he's obviously reacting to the score there. Did he watch the entire review?
No, he didn't. That's the thing. People, like, they get mad about the score. And, like, 'cause the thing is, I understand why some people don't like him, but it's hard to deny that he does back up with, like, actual reasons for the score.
I'm just kind of curious as to why he would watch an entire review of something that I've done, because he doesn't seem to care that deeply about music criticism or music itself, outside of it being able to serve the purpose of just fulfilling a vibe, playing in the background of something else he's doing. He doesn't strike me as the type who would actually like think about a piece of music that he has on in any respect whatsoever. So why he would...
Well, the thing about like lyrics mattering or not mattering, it's going to be different for everyone. Not everyone cares as much about the lyric. It's not like a one-size-fits-all sort of thing.
You want to hear someone else's thoughts on music? I don't know. But seemingly he was observing my Jack Boys take here and was misinformed that I gave the Clipse album a 9. I mean, I did say strong 9 to a 10, but the score is a 10, buddy. It's a 10. I don't know why it's so difficult for my detractors to like recall numbers. Now, I love the rant that xQc goes on without me even leading him in that direction, and that's that, if you care that much about lyrics... Okay, first off, who says the main reason that I'm giving Clipse a 10 and Jackboys a 2 is the lyrics?
Yeah.
Like, I've been reviewing Travis Scott's music for years at this point, for over a decade, and most of those reviews have been pretty positive. Rodeo, 8. Astroworld, 7. Utopia, 7. I gave...
Another thing I think is like disingenuous that people do with Fantano is they will compare the scores of 2 different albums and be like, oh, they have no credibility because they gave this a 7 and this an 8. And it's just like, well, you have to look at like every individual review as being different. Yeah, different reviewers, even with Pitchfork. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, you can't just go based off score. Like, if you just, like, you're, like, oversimplifying it, is what I'm saying.
Birds in the Trap of 3, I did do that. Yeah, I don't like that one. But for the most part, I enjoy Travis's music, and I accept that his artistry doesn't really operate on a wavelength that is a super lyrical one. Like, this is not my first...
Honestly, I do not like a majority of Travis Scott's music. That's a hot take here. I just can't do the ad-libs, bro. I can't do the... It's lit. It's fucking corny, dude. It's like some shit for a child. I can't listen to it. I do like a few songs here and there, but just like the ad-libs legitimately ruin his music for me. I don't like it.
Rodeo. I am...
That's just my opinion on it, though.
Well aware that there is a lot of great rap music out there that isn't the most lyrical, and that's fine. Not every rap album needs to be a lyrical one for it to be good. But even on...
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like rap for Fortnite kids. That's exactly... That is... You're on point with that.
Instrumental and songwriting level, Jackboys is far more mediocre than anything else.
I've been on drugs and I still didn't like Travis Scott. I don't know what that says about me.
Travis,
I do like the Young Lean Travis Scott song. That's probably like my one song of his that I really like, and it's like mostly Young Lean.
Scott has formally put out a lot of the production, and
he makes Fortnite rap.
Are even shoddier than what we heard on that much shorter Jackboys release years ago. I mean, I did say in the review that I thought...
Oh, when I say I'm on drugs right now, I don't mean like coke or anything. I'm on Percocet for my leg.
The lyrics were kind of underwhelming, nothing to write home about, but also that Travis, knowing that he has
lit.
that...
Give me like 4 more and I'll be like, it's lit.
...shortcoming as an artist, typically will pack his songs with great...
That's not drugs, dude. That is drugs. What do you mean it's opiates?
Great features, top tier production. Honestly, I'm sorry. In terms of choruses, in terms of hooks, in terms of overall production, Jackboys, to me, is trash in comparison to not just other albums in Travis's discography, but the Clipse album too, which, yeah, I love the lyric.
It's not the amount of lyrics, it's the context and content are as corny as a Scarface poster on a dorm room wall. And I say this from VA. It's violent here. It's not good. Pimping is bad. See, I don't know the lyric of that at all. Hey, thank you for that, blah, blah. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I do agree with that take, though. It's not always, like, the words you use. It's, like, the way you're using the words.
On the album, but I'm sorry, Pharrell produced his fucking ass off on that record, and there's not a single solid...
I'm talking about Clipse, not Travis. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't heard that record either.
...on that Jackboys album that is better than any beat on the Clipse album. And if the beats on the Clipse record did suck ass, and they were trash, and it was like some of the worst beats I've heard all year, I'm sorry, like Pusha T and Malice, I love them, and they could write as many amazing coke bars as they want, but if the beats were horrible, I wouldn't want to listen to it. So yeah, on xQc's part, and it's not surprising, he has a complete misunderstanding.
Blew your head off? Really? You thought it was that good? I thought it was okay. I mean, I don't know. It was like decent for Tyler. Yeah, 7. I would give it like a 6 or a 7.
Understanding of the way I listen to and perceive music or understand the relative artistry or
I don't know if I would say Tyler sucks. The thing is about him, like, I do not like when he sings falsetto. I like it better when he has other people singing. And his rapping, it's hit or miss, in my opinion. I've always preferred Earl's rapping a lot more. I wish he would work with Earl more. I don't know why he's, like, determined to be the guy rapping all the time. Because Earl's just, in my opinion, just, like, a far superior rapper to Tyler.
Discographies of Clipse and Travis Scott, which is kind of embarrassing considering that I literally lay all that shit out in my Travis Scott review, and yet apparently he can watch that and think the only reason I do or don't like certain rap albums is just based on whether or not they have lyrics. Oh, but xQc stupidity does not stop there, because apparently if you want to know rappers' thoughts, you should just have them write books or read books they've written or read their tweets. This idiot over here, and there's probably a lot of idiots who agree with him, thinks like, when I'm listening to music, when I'm consuming this art form known as music, I don't want to think any thoughts. I don't want anything to be communicated to me. I don't want to be told anything. I just want to be able to shut my stupid ass brain off that's barely functioning to begin with and not have to be aware of anything that may or may not be getting said. I'd rather just quietly vibe to the thing that I'm listening to, because music is so much more than just words.
When I listen to a song, I don't care what they say.
Yeah, because you're an idiot, which I'm not.
It's a scam. Why is Fantano leveraging his popularity with good reviews for artists he wants to be connected to? I don't think that's the case. I don't know if I agree about that. I think like it could seem that way. I mean, I think he likes Travis Scott too. And it may seem like he'd be more willing. He has the same corporate agenda as Pitchfork. I don't know. I disagree. I just feel like there's nothing really to support that.
I'm not saying every song has to have like the deepest meaning, or for you to have to confront yourself with the meaning of every track when you.
That's the thing too, is like he doesn't always feel that way. Well, he's given like Sexy Red like a 6 or a 7 or something.
Listen to it and like lock into every lyric that is being put in front of you when you put a piece of
He also gave Lil Pump like a 7 or 8, right?
music on. But to say that you never care about what's being communicated.
No, okay, I will say this. He does review popular stuff mostly because like that's what you have to do as a YouTuber. People are not going to click on things if they don't know what it is. Like that's just the way it works. It's the reason why like I try, if I'm gonna like review a plugin or talk about a plugin, it does a lot better if it's something that people know about. Or if it's not something that people know about, I have to word it in a way that people will care about it.
On a song ever in your life? Because even one of his faves, who he has streamed with and has undying support for, Drake, like that.
So you can't trust xQc's opinion, bro. He's compromised.
Man, for all of his flaws and all of his issues and everything, puts meanings and expresses emotions in his songs. Would xQc say to Drake to his face, like, hey man, I really like your music, but I don't really give a shit about anything that you say on it, and I don't want to have to think about any of the lyrics that you write, and I don't care. And if I'm Drake, and me as an artist, I know that I am attracting the ears and the attention of people like this, I have to sit back and think, like, am I doing something wrong? Am I making music for people with, like, low vibrations? Am I making music for cavemen who, like, can't...
This plugin killed my dog. In a good way.
Multitask and focus on a musical composition going on in the background with lyrics happening in the foreground. And the German comment is just weird. Surely German artists...
Serum killer? More like dog killer, am I right?
Don't want to hear that their music merely serves the purpose of letting xQc be able to listen to a piece of music without having to think about what the words are because there's a language barrier there. I review music in different languages, and sometimes I even go and look up what the songs mean when it's in a language that's not my native language. When I'm listening to a piece of music, it's just noises. I put it on my speaker. Blah. Why would anyone care? Blah. Look, I'm not like some hip hop rule enforcer or dictator. I'm not the type of guy to come in here and be like, all rap songs have to be deep and have meaning and speak to political, social, this, that, and the third. I mean, some of my favorite hip hop does.
No, it's not Warcraft killer, it's WoW killer.
That it is true, but you know, some hip hop songs don't have to do that. We can have variety, we can have versatility, we can have diversity of thought. But to say like, I don't care about lyrics, why would anybody care, is just such a deeply ignorant and narcissistic thing to think or say, to not even be able to conceive.
Bro, that tattoo looks like shit on his arm. I'm just gonna say that right now. That looks like shit. Of maybe other people might care about things that you don't. I feel like non-nerds know what WoW is. Well, maybe, you know what? It's actually probably so, it's been so long since WoW was the thing that actually maybe not everyone knows. Like, I don't know if Gen Z really knows what WoW is too much anymore.
And that thing is lyrics. Yeah, why would people care about one of the most popular aspects of all forms of music, vocals and lyricism. It boggles the mind. But for now...
You know what's crazy? I used to be addicted to World of Warcraft. I would pretend to be sick to play World of Warcraft all fucking day. And I was in like one of the top guilds on my server. I was a holy priest. Lesser known fact. That's actually kind of how I got into making music. Not WoW exactly, but just being a computer nerd. And then like I was like listening to Flying Lotus one day, like in college, like at the beginning of college. And I was just like, wait, he's making all this on a computer. That's literally how simple it was for me. I was just like, I like computers. I like music. This Flying Lotus guy seems all right. Okay, that was a fun one.